favorite, Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
So
Life
good.
is like a box of chocolates.
Look at that. As well as his late night show guest appearances and Saturday Night Live characters like David S. Pumpkins. Very, very good character. I love that.
Well, opposite of that, in his new movie, Hanks plays an old grumpy man who's given up on life until a young family moves in nearby, leading to a friendship that turns his world around. But is it worth the trip? Here to tell us from the website Paul's Trip to the Movies is Paul McGuire Grimes. Okay, so is he kind of a curmudgeon-y
Yes,
old
he
man?
is that neighbor curmudgeon who we all know and is the one at like the hardware store that's kind of finagling about prices, doesn't want to pay for too much rope or whatever it may
We
be.
all know one of those
Is
guys.
yelling at the kids for driving down the driveway in the wrong
Get off
direction.
my lawn.
Get off my lawn type. And the movie makes you, and because it's Tom Hanks, you're like, there must be a backstory here. He's earning our empathy for the character. And a lot of this movie is the backstory of who he was as a young person to make him who he is today. And his son Truman Hanks actually plays this Otto as a young kid.
Oh.
It is based off the book A Man Called Ove, which was also a Swedish film. This is kind of the English language remake, and the movie is so moving, so touching, so heartwarming and funny, but also serious at the same time.
Okay, it's called A Man Named Otto. He's
Yeah,
obviously named Otto, and he's really the star of the show.
He really is. And then Mariana Trevina is the new like neighbor gal that moves in next door, and they have some really great like kind of sparring matches together that's funny, and it makes you think like, sometimes we just judge other people without really knowing where they're coming from or who they are, and this movie gets you thinking about that and to maybe reach out to your network, because if someone may not be going through something and you may not know it.
Okay,
And we see that with this. So 4 out of 5 ticket stubs for A Man Called Otto. I think people, if they see it, they will really like it, and they'll, again, Tom Hanks, so great. Exactly. Yes.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about Shrinking on Apple
Yes.
TV.
This is a new Apple TV Plus series. It's a drama comedy from the creators of Ted Lasso. Brett Goldstein, Bill Lawrence created it with Jason Segel. Jason Segel stars as a recent widow. He is also a therapist who is in a bad mental headspace. So he doesn't, then how can he treat his clients if he's in a, so he's giving them some very unconventional advice. And then it's Harrison Ford who plays his therapist in the movie. It is such a fascinating
So the
show.
therapist has a therapist.
Of course, yes. And it's Harrison Ford is hysterical in this.
And that's what I'm curious about, because going from like The Fugitive, Star Wars.
He is a great
Air Force
action actor,
One.
dramatic actor, and then you find out he's so funny in this. And Jason Segel's got like that fine line between comedy and drama, because they talk about really heavy issues here, but with a little funny bent to it. And it's serious, and you're like, oh, I understand this, or that I understand why you'd feel this way. I've been there before too.
Apple TV, ticket stubs.
So 3.5 out of 5. The first 2 episodes are available now, and it'll be weekly after this. So it's like that kind of mix of genres like Ted Lasso does really well.
Okay, all right.
We're going into one that stars Miss Jennifer Lopez.
Okay, we got to talk about this. This is
How do you do
words for this?
Shotgun Wedding, now on Prime Video. You know, Jennifer Lopez does a lot of wedding-themed movies.
Yeah, she sure does.
Yes, and this one, she is engaged, getting married to Josh Jamal in the Philippines until a group of pirates hijack their wedding.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Is Jennifer Coolidge the highlight of this movie?
Oh, she is the only highlight of this movie. There's no rom, there's no com. It is painfully unfunny. It is like cringeworthy bad after a while, especially once these pirates take her.
I've never heard a review like this. Quickly, what are the ticket stubs?
So
for this
1
one?
out of 5. I can't believe this movie even exists. Jennifer Lopez, because Jennifer Lopez is trying to do what Sandra Bullock does really well, is the comedy, the action, the height. But that's not Jennifer Lopez's brand.
No.
So it just doesn't work. She has no chemistry with Josh Jamal. And then Jennifer Coolidge is funny in it because she gets to be her wacky self, but she's hardly in the movie. So you're like, when is Jennifer Coolidge showing up again?
Okay.
What is happening?
Wait, have you ever given a 1 out of 5 on this show?
Yes, a couple of times. I try not to, and it's
I've
rare.
never heard you get this passionate about hating a rom-com.
I know, but Jennifer Lopez is, I want to give her credit. She is better than this material. That is the problem. There's some lazy direction, and she can be good. Marry Me, which is also on Prime, is a very good Jennifer Lopez rom-com about getting married. Watch
Not
that.
having this hijack situation.
She does do a lot of wedding she's been married a lot, so she's got experience in the field.
No
right?
comment. Yes, no comment on that one. Yes, you can skip this. It's terrible.
Such a joy.
1 out of 5 ticket
intel.
stubs, everyone.
1 out of 5.
Shotgun wedding.
Thanks,
You're
Paul.
welcome.
Well, visit Paul's website at paulstriptothemovies.com for updates on movies and streaming services.
TCL's Movie Trip is brought to you by Muska Lighting. Shop their showrooms or muskalighting.com.
Thanks to Muska Lighting for sponsoring TCL's Movie Trip. Our mudroom fixture from Muska Lighting is a total showstopper. We get compliments from everyone who walks through the door. Talk to the experts at Muska Lighting in Roseville and Eden Prairie for help finding the perfect light for you.